Yo, we back, man. New year.
Happy 2026.
Man, God is good, man.
All the time.
God is good, man. It's like I ain't seen y'all in like a decade, man.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
My bad. You seen us since last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year.
So, man, that's what's up.
I mean,
Here.
it's pretty good seeing you. I just don't like this.
Don't hate on that though, man.
Why would you? You know how I feel. Why would you come?
We're not gonna go in 2026 with negativity.
We
Todd
not.
Lamar.
So why would you
No,
wear that shirt though? That's real negative.
Because we won yesterday. That was
we
a
big win.
blessing,
Big win.
All right.
and it was amazing, and it was a great way to start 2026.
Big win.
Big win.
Did you watch?
Nah, absolutely. I did not tune in.
You ain't see Zeus Josh Allen?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay, well you
didn't.
missed out.
You got your nails Buffalo Bills too?
You're hating
hate
because
it.
my nails are really cute.
They're not.
They ice.
Go Bills. I'm not doing this
They're
thing, bro.
not. They're not. Whatever, dude.
See Denver Saturday. Next.
Next, exactly.
Word. Y'all gonna win?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
No, so you going Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What we worried about?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate Buffalo Bills fans. Y'all so delusional, man.
We're not delusional.
Y'all gonna win Super Bowl?
They said we wasn't gonna win yesterday. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean, they put it out there. They said it was no way
Okay,
to
y'all
get
got
past
it. Y'all got a W.
They had 8-0.
Love is love. Y'all gonna win Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
All right, so y'all going and winning.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe
Absolutely.
it
You
too.
got a wage on it? You putting a wage on it?
Okay.
You sure you want to do that? Because I
Yeah.
would hate to have to take your money. I got mad love for you.
It's okay. I get it back.
All right, cool.
You don't go away, John.
Mill, don't tell me you all in the Super Bowl. You all in?
Damn right, bro.
Come on, bro.
Yo,
Yo,
I hate my
you the only
cast.
one. You the only one.
I
You the
hate
only
my
one.
coworkers. I can't stand none of y'all,
That's
man.
real.
I think you were born in like
What?
Canada
Dunkirk.
or something. I don't know. Like,
Word, Canada?
that's why you probably moved
Pembroke.
where you
That's where you were born
live
at.
because I don't.
I don't get it, bro.
It's
but it's
sad. It's
good,
very
though.
I
sad.
mean, 4 Super Bowls, no dubs. That's
Okay,
that's
so
what
we're
it
not
happens,
talking about
man.
the past.
I was
How are
30
you
years
gonna?
ago, bro.
How are
I
you
was 30
gonna?
years
Was beating
ago.
Dallas back. then.
How are you
Dallas
gonna
was-
grow when you keep
Come on, bro.
talking about the past? Now we're moving forward, 2026.
Okay, man, moving forward, man.
Let's go Bills.
All right, listen.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
So, bye 2025.
Bye, bye, bye,
Welcome
bye,
to.
bye.
Oh, I'm happy too. Welcome 2026. So you know I'm gonna have to ask y'all individually.
Individually. All right.
What did you like about 2025? If you did, and what did you hate about it? And what are you gonna do in 2026 to make this year more successful and better?
You got it, ladies first.
2025. I'm gonna be a grandma.
Okay, clap that up.
So
Go ahead,
Abby,
Granny.
my son,
Granny.
and his girlfriend
Okay.
are expecting, and so I'm super excited
Do you
about
have a grandmother name? Are they gonna let them call you grandma? Because I know women don't like being called grandma.
Nana, what you gonna go?
Or does it bother you?
My name is Nani.
Nani.
That's only because my goddaughter already. I have grandkids already from my godkids, and my grandson calls me Nani. He made that up. I didn't tell him to call me that. He called me that. So I'm Nani. Like that's
Nani,
just,
Nani. I like
Yeah,
that.
he
Nani,
made
Nani.
it up. So I'm his Nani. So
Nani,
that's
Nani.
what it
I
is.
like that.
And
Okay,
he loves
go
me
ahead.
bad.
Okay.
So
You said he loves you bad?
Yeah, he
I would have
loves
to
me.
ask him that. I don't know.
he
I
excuse
can't
me,
confirm or deny
you can
that.
have I got the smartest grandson on the planet.
You ever notice that anytime it's somebody that you talk about loves you, they got to be the smartest?
No,
do.
but
I don't really think
She
that that's that
definitely
smart.
said
I will
That
put
they love
money
you?
up. I will put everything that I own right now up against my grandson.
I heard that.
Just go ahead, Shawnee. Just finish it.
No,
Just,
he's literally. He
I'm
can,
not.
That'll be for
He'll
sure.
he'll have a conversation with you like a grown up. We can
Okay.
interview him. As a matter of fact,
because you instilled that into him.
no.
Okay.
He go to his grandmother's daycare.
Yo,
and
slap me
she's
up for
the
being
smartest
honest.
daycare
Slap me up
lady
for
on the
honesty.
planet.
Slap
Smack
me,
me
yeah.
up for honesty.
No, I'm always honest.
No,
No.
you're not.
Yes,
you're
I
not.
am. You just hate
You're
it.
not. All right. So can you?
Okay,
You
so
always
I'm,
gotta go on these big
I'm
soliloquies.
that's
Can you just
because
answer the
you
question?
interrupted me. So 2025, I'm happy. I got good news at the end of 2025, but
Okay.
it was not a great year for me.
Okay.
It wasn't a great year, and I'm happy it's done.
Yeah.
I'm very happy it's
Ditto.
done.
Ditto.
Very,
Ditto.
very happy it's done. So I'm looking
Okay.
forward to 2026,
Double up.
and I'm happy for my sister Alonda. She just moved to a new city. She moved to Memphis, and I'm ready. I got my flight.
Memphis.
So that'll be my first time in Memphis. So I'm looking for
You gonna love
and
Memphis.
New Edition is coming to concert
Oh, Jesus.
this year. So
Stop it.
I got tickets to 2 concerts. So I'm looking forward to 2026. And I'm gonna film everything and show you niggas why
You can't
why
show
they're
me
the greatest.
No, they're not.
I
They're
didn't.
not
I was.
the greatest.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
We
it.
agreed. I
Not the
said they
greatest at
were.
all.
Oh, thank you.
It was these 2 niggas that said they wasn't.
They not.
So you got beef with these 2 niggas.
They-
Can't wait for you to see my footage.
Damn,
That's
man.
all I'll say.
When you gonna get up there? All right, then chill.
If they pull me on stage,
Until you can make you shake a room.
if they pull me on stage, baby, I'm gonna cut
Sing
a
the
rug.
song. Please don't sing though.
I'm gonna cut a rug. I can sing.
Sing something right now. Let me hear you.
What's a note?
Please.
Never
Yep,
mind.
that's it.
All right,
mute
Sha.
it. All right,
All right, Sha, on
leave
to you.
that in 2025. Leave that in 2025.
So for you, my man, same thing. Like, what did you feel about 2025?
I mean,
What
it
you
was.
like, what you hate.
I think it was interesting. For me, it was come to Jesus moment about a lot of things and a lot of people, a lot of situations that maybe I seen different or felt different. So, and this year for me, it's just gonna be the year of execution. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I believe that this is the year of use your gifts, all your gifts. And there's people who saying they can't sing, they can't do all these type of things. Like, do them, you know, like just do them.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, God says, you know, your gifts will make room for you.
That's for sure.
A lot of people be in them different rooms that they ain't even created to be in. Man, so do what you got to do for you. As far as for me, I'm putting everything on display, man. So, you know, musically, I've been in there. I probably did like 50 songs since the top of the year. Like, writing, everything I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it. So, you know, man, a lot of y'all out here doing your thing, I'm gonna see what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
It's some DJs I'm a battle because everybody's saying who the best. We gonna end all them conversations this year. Like, you're gonna have to prove it to me because I sit back and I watch them like, but we're gonna do it in fun though. I think we need to get back to that. Like, it's talented people. Let's get the talent out here. Let's see. Let's get on these stages, man. Not just comfortable at your crib. Like, how's your breath control? Can you move a crowd? That's where I'm at with it. So I think this year, just being the best you can be, man, and really connect with people and understand your relationships. I understand I have friend relationships. I understand I have work relationships. I understand I have some family. And for me, I just feel like, well, if we connect with something, we are together. I had to realize, like, it does not work like that. So, yeah, so this year for me, I'm just going to be the best I can be. Man, I've changed everything from my health to like how I'm working out to everything. Like, I'm going to be the best of me. So just know I'm on y'all. I heard everything you say. I'm going to come see you, too.
Is that a pause?
We're going to have some.
I'm on y'all?
I'm on y'all.
Was that a little
Kinda,
nasty?
sorta. A little bit.
That was a little nasty.
I think if I said I want him.
Because if I would have said it, you would have blew up.
No, we know
I'm
what you
on
said
y'all
camera.
is okay, right?
Yeah, I think I'm on y'all. No, if I would have said I'm on him, it probably would have been a pause.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just think that, that's just.
And
That's
you know what I
just
noticed?
What up?
You're very good at unpausing yourself.
Man.
You're
But I
extraordinarily
think
well.
you're trying to get your lick back.
Yeah. Nah, he can't.
I'm trying
That
to get my
pause
lick
he
back.
did.
Lick back.
I'm so mad.
pause
That
that.
Don't ever suggest lick
Pause.
back with me and another man.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
ever do
That's
that.
why I said pause.
That was foul.
Pause. Okay.
That was foul.
Pausable moment.
That was real foul.
I don't know, man. You
I don't
got
like
pause
that.
even this year.
It ain't worse than.
All right, off that.
On you.
Let me. Nah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go last.
How was your 25?
All right, y'all want me to go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
How was your 25?
We got to know last.
2025 was a very confusing year for me.
Yeah.
It was a very confusing year. A lot of detaching, reconnecting,
That's a good
then
way to use it.
detaching. Yeah, very. You know, not to say too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. You know,
Don't.
But I'm not.
Please.
But it was like I was telling shout off camera, man. It was just a year that I really want to forget. You know.
Yeah.
The hard thing about detaching from certain people, you know what I'm saying, is that I never like hurting people. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like doing that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I had made this stat a couple weeks ago, like sometimes you got to make a decision for yourself that only makes sense for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it looks crazy to other people, but it
that's
makes
fine.
sense for you. And then later I think people will understand the why. You know what I'm saying? But
If they
it's
don't,
not
so
for
what?
them. Yeah,
Right.
it's for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it only makes sense for you. In 2026, I'm focused on all things purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on this podcast. I'm focused on music. I'm focused on what I'm doing, like ministry wise, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, get the word out there to as many people, to wake people up about, you know what I'm saying, God's goodness and things of that
I
nature.
like your posts too. I like them.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to, you know, just be better this year, man, because, you know, I lost a little focus. I was going through, the devil was busy in 2025. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And anytime he see you trying to push forward in a positive way, he's coming for you.
Every
so
time. Pause.
I just know that I'm gonna do better to be grounded in my word and grounded with my armor and knowing, because I know what's coming for me. You know, anytime you're trying to move a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying, you got to just be prepared for the battle and prepared for the warfare that's coming your way.
Absolutely.
But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking forward to what we doing, you know what I'm saying, and how we gonna make this platform better. You know, I know me and you have talked a lot, me and Shy talk. We just got to do our due diligence to just make sure that we doing everything to make this platform bigger and better this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking forward to that. You know what I mean?
Kudos to you for recognizing that
Yeah.
you needed to do better for
Yeah,
you and not
sure.
for
Yeah.
the masses.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And it's like, I told myself that, you know, no more moving reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do move on to something, make sure that you're healed. Totally.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I kind of went wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I still got mad love for the that person, and I don't want to say too much. You know what I mean? But
I respect it.
yeah.
Said enough.
But yeah, love is love. What about you, Mel? How was 2025 for you, man?
25 was cool. I did a lot. I expanded the brand a lot, last year, outside of the four walls of Western New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Doing some things in different cities, doing some stuff outside the country. And I want to continue to do that, even more going into this year. We have some really, really big things that I'm really excited that we're about to be rolling out over the next month or so. It's really going to, kind of put us in a different conversation when it comes to this content creation, media stuff. You know what I mean? So I'll share that stuff with y'all off camera.
Yeah.
But,
At any time you want to invite the Vision Podcast to roll with you, our doors are open for your invite. Thank you.
Yeah, the doors of the church are always open for y'all to come to me. You know what I mean? But I had a good year last year. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Toward the end of the year, things got a little funky. You know what I mean? Took a couple of hits financially. You know what I mean? I was taking some risks. With some different projects that I was working on, things didn't work out the way I wanted to. Took a massive loss toward the end of the year. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of rebuilding from that right now.
Yeah.
But not, I mean, honestly, I can't say that I had a bad year at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm grateful to God just for the growth, for the expansion. I'm hoping 2026 is going to be that year of abundance, right? Not just for me, but for everybody around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just a firm believer that there's this is African parable that's actually on the wall next door to us in the conference room. And it says, if you want to, it's downstairs, but it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Right. So it's no fun with me just doing all of this stuff by myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've always believed that, but working with y'all, this has been amazing. I told you, y'all been probably, the most consistent that's been in this space since I've opened up 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to continue to see how this thing continues to grow. I know we've been having some conversations just talking about your vision, no pun intended, about how you want to continue to see this thing evolve,
sure.
and I'm just like, yo, we locked in, you know what I mean? So now I'm excited about it, man. This couple weeks that we took off for the holidays, I was like, damn, man, they got to hurry to get their asses back in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I miss y'all, man. But nah, 2026 is gonna be a dope year, man.
Yeah,
it's
man,
gonna be a really, really dope year.
For sure, we're gonna speak that into existence, man. For sure. What else? How was your weekend? Did you do anything spectacular this weekend? Anything cool? Or?
No, even during the holidays, like I did absolutely nothing intentionally. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the house. I had to rest my body.
Okay.
And school started back, so now I'm back to being up at 2 o'clock in the morning writing papers.
Yeah.
But I've rested like intentionally.
Yeah. So. How was your weekend, man? You busy?
Man, busy, bro, but no complaints, man. All good things, man. Yeah, man.
We seen you pop, lock, and dropping it.
Yeah, I was dancing before I was doing anything.
I'm gonna tell you. I didn't know
Okay,
you
little
had-
JD.
I saw you doing all the Queens men dances, man.
Listen, man. Listen.
I didn't know you had that in you, man.
why
I was
I
like,
say
yo,
no,
just
though.
think about the. We about to.
I ain't in the box.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Twinkle Toes.
Yeah, definitely light on them toes.
Yeah.
Don't let this way forward. I move a room, you heard me? Nah.
Weekend for me, I was just chilling, man. I ain't do too much, man. Of course I did. Not nowhere near what I was doing.
Are you gonna only be a payee in 2026?
Wow.
Why are you always trying to do stuff, man? You want to be my manager. You
I
want to
wanna
be executive
A&R,
producer.
not your manager.
A&R.
A&R and your payee. That's all. Look,
What's up?
I'll be your free
What's
payee.
Because I don't like the way you handle business. We're going to talk about I don't really like the way you handle business. I'm not even sure I'm going to be getting
I
up.
can count. Well, you know I can count.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
You be
let
short,
me,
though.
Let me be. Nah, I
Your
don't.
account be short, though.
I'll be right on point.
Nah.
You just don't like to pay.
At all. I don't like the way you do business. We'll talk about it, though. It's very you remind me of like one of those Sharky music executives that's robbing people for their publishing and stuff like that. Checks is always short. When it's pay time, it's short.
No.
I don't like it.
Yikes.
He's lying.
Yikes.
All right, so Shawnee had this idea a few weeks ago that we should do a deep dive, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, because a lot of people see us on here, we be kicking, we be talking, we talk to other people, but they don't really know us in totality. You know what I'm saying? So I figured we could take a few minutes, not too long, but just, before we get into some of the topics that I had.
For sure.
Like for us just to kick it about, who we are, how we got here, what we do outside of this space, you know what I'm saying, type thing, you know what I mean? And what makes us us, you feel me?
I like that.
Yeah. So
Shiny. Always ladies first.
ladies first.
Oh, we're going individually?
Yeah. So besides
So who
you
am
being
I?
very sadistic
Individually.
and absolutely psycho,
I'm not
crazy,
no,
out of your
you
mind.
gotta give me a unicorn welcome. Like
You came in.
I'm not answering questions with that.
That,
Nah.
She said with that.
What kind of
No,
intro
so
should I
try
get?
again.
She said
I
what?
need Mackie here for an introduction because he
Mac-
make everybody feel
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was trash.
It
I need
was
to
trash?
walk out.
What's trash about it?
That was awful.
People see.
I need Mackie.
All right.
Ask me about me when Mackie come back.
What
Because
makes
I want to hear I'm
All
a
right.
mother. I'm amazing. I'm a unicorn.
you're nuts. You're absolutely
I don't wanna
psycho.
hear that.
Your takes are nuts.
Crazy.
They make absolutely
I don't
no
wanna-
sense.
I don't want to hear
She has a
that.
short haircut now.
I don't want to hear that.
Nah, for real though. Nah, you are an amazing person.
Thank
That's
you.
why you're the amazing Shawnee. I almost gagged saying that.
Gagged. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't win today, man.
Go ahead and gag.
With the mic in.
Word. Word. This what we doing?
Gag. I
Alright,
make people
alright,
gag.
cool.
Go ahead and gag.
Cool. Nah. But on a serious note, man, like, people think they know us and why we here and what we doing, but just give people a little deep dive of what made you want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Just who you are as a person besides the person behind the mic. You feel me?
I wanted to be a part of this because I graduated from Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts, School of the Gifted and Talented. If you're going to do that, I'm not going to answer any of your questions, okay? I need you to not
just
be
gonna
so
find a
animated.
way every
Don't
episode
be-
to throw that in there, though.
Just because you didn't graduate from an amazing school like I did doesn't mean you have to be a hater.
I didn't even technically graduate.
That's even worse.
I was a night school student. Then I got kicked out of night school. Then I had to go get we'll talk about that later. That's not important.
Oh, when it's your turn, let's talk about your GED journey.
GD journey sounds
Word.
crazy.
Yeah, it is
So
crazy.
I graduated from Buffalo Academy for Visual
Okay.
and Performing Arts, School of the Gifted and Talented.
We got that.
for
that.
radio and TV.
Got that. Mhm.
And I liked what y'all was doing.
Okay.
And I knew that I was going to be great at this. So I said, why not? Let's
Yo, so
jump
just
on the couch and let's do what
just-
you do, Shani.
Just throw being humble out of the way.
Yeah.
You just not humble at all. You just
I'm amazing. God made an amazing young woman. Okay,
all right.
middle age.
Now, who told you this though? Like,
Me, I don't
who
need.
gave you the? Who gave you the
don't need. You should
the
know this
confirmation
by
that you're
now.
amazing?
You should know this by now. I don't need anybody to tell me anything.
That's true. That's true.
Okay?
That's definitely true. Now you're cooking
Thank
with
you.
grease there.
Thank
sister.
you. So that's why I wanted to be a part of this, and I'm having an amazing time. And when I'm not here, I'm sad.
You are?
Yeah,
Dang, you love your brother like that?
I do.
I love you too, sister. I love you too. Wow. So, outside of this space, what do you like? So, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Tell the people what you do. Or do you want to talk about what you do outside of here? What you going to school for?
I'm getting my doctorate
To be
in,
what?
Health professions education, so I
Okay.
can be an educator.
Your nut ass is pretty smart.
I mean, anybody can read and take a test and do it themselves too.
Okay, I wasn't good at taking tests. I failed all of them.
If you studied, then you
I
would.
didn't like studying, Shawnee. I like running the streets and stuff like that. I just like, being outside. You know what I'm saying? I like girls. You know what I'm saying? I was chasing skirts and VG. You know what I'm saying? At that age, I really wasn't concerned.
No pause on that one.
No pause. No,
Not at all.
No, I know my sexuality and it's not homo.
Oh,
All right.
No!
What?
Oh no!
What?
No!
That was wrong.
Yes.
Why? I just said what I'm not. I didn't. It was no knock. If that's what you do, if chasing swimming is what you do, that's cool. I don't do that though. I like a particular thing.
We know what you like, but
It's- All right.
no, not in 2026. No.
All right. Cool. All right. So no talking about the LGBTQIA. Is that
Plus,
plus community?
no,
All right.
it's not funny.
All right. I'll try to be better.
That's what you're supposed to be doing for
All right,
2026.
cool.
After your self-realization that you was a dirtbag.
I was.
So, like,
I was, but I'm not anymore.
you know better, you do better,
That's
right?
true. That's a fact.
Okay. Self-awareness.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I know.
You said self-awareness. The phone line. It's crazy.
I know.
But, yeah, so I'm back in school, and I still got a long way to go. Still got a long
How
way
much
to
long
go.
you got to go?
I got like 2.5 more years,
Okay.
but it's going.
But you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, man. Even like with the talks about the therapy and just, you're a very inspirational person. You know what I'm saying? Even though you get on my nerves on here, outside of here, we're very, you know what I mean? We A1. You know what I'm saying? I rock with you. You just piss me off on here. But other than that, we good to go, man.
That's because
know
you
what I'm
don't
saying?
like the truth.
No, I love you to death, man. I do love the truth. I just don't like your truth when you say the truth. I don't believe that's the truth. It's just Shauna's
Bless your
perspective.
heart. Bless your heart. It's
Yeah.
the truth.
So, Shad,
Yo, what up?
come on, man. Talk to me, man. Tell
What
the
made
people-
you want to be a part of this, Shad?
Yeah, man.
I mean, honestly, I'm on the radio every Friday, so I just like to talk. I like to
Back on the radio.
I like to uplift and everything, be funny, be wild. I have a lot of personality, so Todd asked me to come down. I checked y'all. I was like, okay.
Shout out to Sheila too. I love her.
Love Sheila, that's my dog. Yeah, I came down and it was just like, you know what I'm saying, very good mushing. Pause on my first time. I was like, okay, this gonna be all right. But it was like the feedback. When you out, I'm out always working. So people be like, oh, I seen the podcast. So when you get like, damn, okay, I like this. And then the next one, and everyone we kept doing, just kept hearing great things. I was like, okay, well then. So that's why I'm on here, man. I enjoy it. And I hate to, like, you see a lot of people got platforms and talking. I'm like, oh, they ain't even accurate. Saying stuff to be
just
talking.
be talking.
So it's like when you on one, you get to get on there and like, no, let me say it the correct.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I like it though. A lot.
So how long you been for a lot of people don't know, people know you DJ, but a lot of people don't know that you got the music background you got. Right. So how long was you have been rapping for and writing music?
Well,
and stuff
before
like
I was doing music, I was a choreographer. So I lived in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where I went to middle school and high school at. And we got one of the biggest performance schools in the world as far as in high school. So I went there. I did a lot of Rita Theater.
So you was like Leroy from Fame.
Huh?
You was like Leroy from Fame.
I was just in anything. anything I can dance, anything I can.
Okay.
Show my personality. I was in plays, everything, play football, all that type of stuff. But I became a choreographer, and I taught a lot of people. I went on tours a lot and danced and had to battle all that. So I come from that. So that's where the comfortability on stage comes from, because you could be on the tour with Genuine, and then you walk in another city and they like, oh, 5 people here to battle y'all. You got to battle for your spot. You're like, what? No idea. So I come from that pause. But yeah, musically came when I found God, and like I was like Christian dancing, I was mime dancing. I did a lot of big stages, and so when I got into music, when I came up here, shout out to my little cousin Sean. Only reason why I ever rap, he used to rap, and he always asked me to rap, and I never rap. Only thing I could do is metaphors. I probably could rap 2 bars, and that's all I had. But once I said I was gonna do it, I wanted my content to be always God based. I feel like I didn't have to cuss to get my point across, or disrespect somebody, or say a whole bunch of things I didn't do. And I'm the type, if I was gonna be a hood rapper, I was gonna live it. I wasn't gonna just say it just for entertainment. I wouldn't have made it. So, and then that's just really it. So yeah, musically came. There a lot of albums, a lot of tours, a lot of things. So, it's 100% my background. But I love music of all sorts. So that's really my thing.
And when did the DJ happen?
So the DJ happened. Crazy story is, it was a lady from the church when I was leading worship and stuff at True Bethel. She asked me, did I know a gospel DJ? I was like, at the current time, I only knew 2 gospel DJs, and they both had went back to the world. One was drinking and one was I was like, oh, okay. So at this time, I was just like learning how to mix and match at the studio. So I was learned on my own. Besides my man T-Man, he showed me a few things. Anthony House, shout out to him. And I was like, well, I mean, I could DJ for you. Never had thought of it, because she sounded like she really wanted it. So I just got a little YouTube, bought the stuff. I hollered at Hassan one time and had a conversation with him, and he was just like, man, but you mix and master, you perform, like you already got the formula. So I was like, bet. So I learned how to DJ in a couple of weeks, just about lining up BPMs and songs and stuff like that. I never wanted to be a DJ. So for all you DJs watching it, I never wanted to be a DJ. I didn't hop in the lane because it's what I wanted. It's just how God made it happen. So I did all that, and then literally 2 days before the event, she canceled. She was like, I'm not going to do it. I don't need it. So I'm like, I done bought all this equipment. I've been tapped in. And then so my brother Zadok, shout out to Zadok. Zadok comes in. He knew I had been just like practicing the last couple of weeks. He said, hey man, they want us to rap at Kingdom Bound, but they don't have a DJ. Can you do the youth night? So my first event was like 700 people. I was terrified, and I got up there and DJ. I didn't have the power cord in. Cord went out. So my laptop went up, but that's how I got into it. So once I did that and just seen the effect, and they gave me that nice check, I was like, I'm DJing. I didn't even know they get paid like that. So that's how I got into DJing.
Yeah.
And he DJ'd for Performing Arts 30th class reunion.
We had a good time.
And he did a great job. And
Appreciate
everybody
that.
was like, who is that, Shawnee? Who is that? So thank you for making that happen in Crunch for me.
I got you anytime. But yeah, so that's how I got into it. And honestly, I love DJing because it's like, I think the responsibility of a DJ is to uplift the spirits. A lot of people care about, transitions in music, who better and scratching. None of that matters, because I've seen some people who were technically amazing and no one's rocking though. So I think a DJ's job is to take you, when you come into that party, you are leaving everything that you went through your day, through whatever, and you just enjoying the atmosphere. That's our job. That's why you should talk. That's why you should, go with the flow, Southern, Northeastern, Caribbean. Like, take them on the experience. That's your job as a DJ, to set the atmosphere, to take you away from your problems.
Yeah, right.
That's how.
That's what's up. And how long you been doing the radio for?
I've been doing the radio probably like 6 years.
Yeah. 6
years, and I love the radio. Like, when I first got on there, like, I'm an MC, so like I didn't really know how to, like, I didn't know what to do. I would hear people like, oh, no, these voices. I'm like, am I supposed to do that? And shout out to Lee P at the station, man. He's my idol, my legend when it comes to radio. He was just like, hey, talk and be you.
Yeah.
You don't have to do all these things, just be you. And I was like, you mean like be completely me? Because I could be really silly and turn up. He was like, yeah, and from there, it's just been cool to have the information, to be able to have the voice to speak to the people about what's going on. Like, I went live when that thing happened in January 6th when they person to the White House, like to go live and really just get the information as we was getting it. It was like, this is really dope. It's bigger than music. It's the information.
For sure. Well, like I said, when I came up to the radio, kick it with you, and I seen you in your element, I knew, because remember I had approached, we was talking about doing way before this even happened. Right. I was like, yo, we should.
Yeah, definitely did.
You know what I mean? But you was like one of the first people I thought about, like when it was time. I was like, yo, we, you know what I mean? Because I just seen how you were in that element. I'm like, yo, this nigga's pretty dope, man. Like the way you would just. I never saw you write no questions down, nothing like you interviewing people just off the cuff. The questions was always dope. Just the way you flew, you know, that whole, you know, how many hours was you doing? I know you just said you 1 to 6 now.
I was doing like 4.
Yeah, I'm like just all the way. Yeah, I'm like, I'm just watching you in your element. I'm like, yo, this is incredible, man. I'm like, yeah, definitely. But it's, you know, it's been a pleasure having you, you know, here, man, and rocking out with me, man. Pause.
Pause.
You're gonna find someone to make that gay, but you know what I mean.
I appreciate
you
it.
too. You too. You know what I mean.
So what about you?
Hey, what about you?
Who is Todd Lamar?
Toddy.
All right. Well, first, you know what I'm saying. I started off.
Toddy.
That's what she said.
Hot Toddy.
She said.
Come on,
she said,
man.
you know Toddy. I said, Toddy. I was like, okay, I see that man.
Nah. Well, I'm a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying. Father. You know what I'm saying. Handsome guy.
And you
fly
talk about
guy.
me.
Nah.
See, this is what I'm saying. The double standard.
No, but first, you know, music is who I am. You know what I'm saying, all the way through. You know what I mean. I started off, you know, doing music at a young age. Like, you know, high school is when it all started for me. Starting in the singing group. Me, and my man Adam, Dave. God bless dead, my man Dave Felder.
Dave Felder.
But yeah, we started off singing high school. You know, that's when I kind of knew I had some. And then from there, man, we just really started like doing shows locally, you know what I'm saying, killing, doing our thing, and just always getting that, you know, that confirmation from people like, yeah, y'all dope and this and the third. And then after a while singing with them, you know, we had some offers, you know what I'm saying, some record labels, so we did some showcases and stuff like that. But it was something inside of me, pause, that this just made me be like, you know what, the group thing is cool, but I just felt like the group was holding me back. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was Bobby Brown of the group.
Not so. It was just musically. I just feel like, you know, when you're in a group, you everybody play a role. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like the group was like, it was like stopping me from like excelling. It. I had so many things musically in me that I wanted to, you know, get out. That pause. And I just felt like the group was like just, I outgrew it. Mm-hmm. So like around 98 is when I really started like cultivating, you know, me. 2000 is where I really started like going to the studio by myself and really like figuring it out. By 2003 is when I got my first situation, which was Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying, mm-hmm. to go up there and start writing songs and things of that nature. So I started doing that. And how that happened was my partner at the time, Donald, his cousin was Nasheem Myrick. He was one of the hitmen, you know what I'm saying, produced What's Beef for Big and all kinds of, you know, TONY for Nori, Capone Noriega. And just a, you know, heavy producer. But he was sending us beats, and, you know, we would go in the studio and we just started writing songs. And we would send them back to him. And he was like, yo, y'all ill. Y'all need to come up here, man. I'm gonna introduce, you know, I'm gonna take out a Bad Boy. And at the time, he was beefing with Puff. Puff owed him some money, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ill. If I can, you know, make something happen for y'all, I'm gonna make it move and shake for y'all. So come up to the city. So we went up there, man, and that started the relationship there. And then, you know, things didn't work out business-wise with that situation. But then, so I came back home, and then I started working with Rock Music, which was a production company out of Rochester. My man Battle Roy, you know what I'm saying, and my man Vato, he was at Bad Boy at the time, working with Carl Thomas. And then me and him started just vibing. That's when we started working with Q from Day 26, and vibing with him, cultivating his sound and all that. And then from there, my peoples that sent my just joints I was doing to this cat named DOA out of California. He was the music director for Lionel Richie. And then he was like, yo, I want you to be a part of this production crew we got called the Designated Hitters. So then from there, that's when everything started opening, you know what I'm saying? You know, Slim from 112, Angie Stone, Snoop, Gorilla Zoe, all kinds of opportunities, Kiki Palmer and things of that nature. All these things I was able to do, you know what I'm saying, with my partner Lazy. And then, you know, that happened. And then, once again, the music business is shifty. He started, dude was doing some funny stuff with the money. Me and my man peeped it out, and we was like, yo, we just gonna dip and do something different. So it was just me and him. We started our own little production company called Lays and Rock, and then we just started freelancing and doing stuff, music for movies and stuff like that. We did Charlie Murphy, The Hustle, his last movie before he passed away. We put movies in Freelancers, the movie Freelancer with Robert De Niro, 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. We put music in I can't think of it. What's the name? Meet the Blacks. You know what I'm saying? We put music in Intruder with Megan Good. Just we just started doing stuff like that. And then from there, I got another opportunity to sign to J Records. You know what I'm saying? As a songwriter. Well, it was J Records / 3rd Street Entertainment. Troy Patterson, the same cat that found Mario. And then, had that situation writing. And then, that contract, that situation wind up fizzling out. And then I just start freelancing again. And now I'm here. Now I'm just doing music independently because through my travels through music, and dealing with labels and stuff, I just realized that, it's harder work doing it on your own, but the music industry, as we've talked about it a million times on here about, the ditties and different, just shady situations in the music industry. For me, I just like being able to make my music the way I want to make it, not be attached to no entity. And the music industry is just, it's kind of fickle. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, I kind of like just the want and desire to be a part of that just kind of faded. So now it led me down doing this and other things. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm loving this space. You know what I'm saying? This
Are you
podcast.
still working on an album?
Yeah, I'm still working. Yeah, I mean, music is something I'm always gonna do to the day I die.
Right,
you know
but you were working on an album.
Yeah.
Are you still?
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about that a little while ago. Yeah, still working on that. Still songs are still coming out. Phenomenal. I'll play you some when we leave. You know what I'm saying? So I can hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? But songs are amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lord Jesus.
But shit, man. So so that's a little. Of course, I'm also a son of a preacher. You know what I'm saying? So that God aspect is another reason why I couldn't. I realized that God wanted me to get out of that space too and do something different with my life as well, because that music industry it's just dark, man.
Yeah.
And I really couldn't be my true self being a part of that monster. You know what I'm saying? Like I much rather like do stuff my way.
Have you ever been in a situation that was like real sketchy and got out like? I ain't talking about no Diddy stuff.
Nah,
I'm talking about, but like kind of like a sketchy situation while being in that space.
Sketchy. I can't really say I was in like some danger type situation.
Just sketchy, like somebody, just
the only sketchiness that it was business. It was like money. You know what I'm saying? That was the only thing sketchy for me. You know what I'm saying? I think I told the story on here before too. When I was out in LA, it was a chick that I was working with. She was dating the CEO of Lionsgate at the time, and she ain't really had no talent. She had a nice look or whatever the case may be, but we was just working with her because it was we wanted to get the money. You know what I mean? But she was trying to like tell me, pretty much like tell me like, listen, don't never say you won't do whatever to get on. Like basically saying like, yo,
that's the advice she gave you?
Yeah, like, yo, the some of the best people came down here and said they wasn't gonna do this and that for $1. I'm like, listen, you don't know me. I'm from Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the mud. You know what I'm saying? I can get out the mud. I'll do it again. I ain't nowhere in the world I'm touching no swimmy to get to another level.
Swiminator.
If I got to touch some swimmy, I retire. It's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want success that bad. If it's a dick attached to it, I'm just saying. I just got to keep it funky. I don't want that success. I'm good. You feel me?
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. No way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'll just do it on my own like I'm doing now. Like, and I love doing music independently. You know what I'm saying? I love just, if I want to wake up and just do a song tomorrow or write a song about, I don't gotta run it through nobody. I ain't gotta run it by nobody and get the permission to do it. I could just do a project. I could put it out when I want and do what I want when I want. So I like that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And honestly, I would kind of give the advice to any, young person coming up, like, listen, man, stay independent as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because being a part of the monster really ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same platforms that these major artists It's everybody on the same playing field now. Everybody got to go Instagram. Everybody got to go TikTok. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Now the thing about it is, yes, certain platforms they can, they got, more money behind them and things of that nature. So it's a little harder grind being independent. But at the end of the day, we see it all the time. Right now is the best time to really be an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a dope record, a dope music is always going to find its own audience.
So would you
I truly believe
suggest that, like, let's say they've built up their online presence and now the labels are coming at them, and they are able to negotiate a better pay situation for themselves. Would you suggest that they do that, or would you suggest that they just still stay independent even though they making their choices with, nah, I don't want you, if they coming at them all together?
To me, it just depends, man, because it's like, for me, if you making noise and independently enough for majors to be coming at, that means you must be making a nice amount of money. I just say keep doing your thing, honestly. I mean, because it's about ownership. Yeah. And once you get them niggas involved, now they want, you know what I'm saying? They want to own your publishing. They want to put, they want to put their hooks in you. It's like, I'd rather just move, even if it's a little harder, whatever the case may be. If I'm already making that kind of noise to get their attention, I'm doing the right thing. I might as well just keep doing that. Me personally, I would do that. Being older now, when you're young, you fall into the allure of, especially back then, because it's way different now, but you had, you had BET, you had VH1, you had the video, everything looked at so, and then you didn't have social media like that when we was coming up, you know what I mean? So everything was just a allure. Like, when you saw Michael Jackson or you saw Bobby Brown, you only saw them on these platforms, and you didn't see what they ate for breakfast or this, that, and the third. Like, the allure of an artist was way different, and you just wanted to be a part of that because you felt like it was like magical. Now, knowing what I know about the music industry, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely advise anybody to stay independent, man. Own your stuff, do your thing. You feel me?
Fact.
That's what I would do. You know what I mean?
You can write a song for anybody out right now.
If I could write a song for anybody right now,
You used to have the bug to write for people. Or you just got it.
I mean, I would do it. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like I would love to co-write a song with Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I would love to co-write a song with Tank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely still some artists I would love to be just to be able to pick they brain and just watch how they move in the studio. Because that's another thing that I do miss about the industry, is like going into the studio and seeing how certain people worked. You know what I'm saying? And then taking a piece of that and adding it to your own playbook. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was, I would love to be in the studio and be a fly on the wall with a Chris Brown or a Tank or, you know what I'm saying, or Babyface.
I would love to be in the studio with Chris Brown and Tank and Jay Valentine.
But you want to be in there for a whole nother reason.
First of all, okay,
you want to
A&R.
Yeah, nah, you want to be in there.
A&R.
Yeah, you want to be. You want to be in the studio
with Tank and Jay Valentine.
Would you want Chris Brown's studio set up to be like how R. Kelly's was, with the bed in the middle of the studio? Would you want that kind of?
I don't care what his studio look like.
I'm done, bro. That's why you can't pick the music.
I'm an A&R, okay?
So let me ask Mill. Mill, what got you into the in the space that you in with the podcasting, man? What got you here?
Well, I've always wanted to be in the media space, right? Yeah. For as long as I can remember. Like, this podcasting thing has been around for a long time, and like it really, I want to say like maybe over the last 8 years or so was like when it really started to bubble.
They added a category to the Golden Globes.
To Golden Globes,
you see that last night?
Yeah. That they did do that, and it's expanding. You know what I mean? I mean, you see it happening. Like Netflix just picked up a bunch of podcasts. You know what I mean? Like it's Charlemagne just got a $200 million deal from. You know what I mean? Like, so like it's real opportunities in this space. But for me, I got started in this even before it was podcasting. Yeah. I was really into the online radio stuff. I actually got my start, and I was doing college radio when I was a student at UB. I had the first hip hop radio show ever in the school system, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that kind of led me into I got into DJing at the time. I still DJ now. I'm just not a nightlife guy. You know what I mean? I'm very selective on the type of stuff that I do. You know what I mean? So, But I always wanted to work in the media space. My first job out of college was actually at WBOK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was on the corporate side. You know, I was doing like the account exec. I was doing radio sales and things like that.
Yeah.
But I was also working with the guys on the programming side as well. You know what I mean? So going out, you know, doing all of the remotes and all of the different promotional campaigns, you know, that the radio station was doing kind of really sparked my interest. And I'm like, man, I really want to be in this space, but I hate working for people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be in like kind of tied down in this corporate environment. And we all know, you know, shout out to WBOK. It's a black owned. I mean, it's a black, you know, urban format, you know, station, but it's not black owned at all. You know what I'm saying? So you are beholden to like the corporate interests.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, nah, I just can't do this. I can't do it at all. So I had kind of got out of the space for a little bit because I was working in government for a while. I used to work for Byron for a long time, you know, for almost like 8 years or so. You know what I mean? And then I just realized, I'm like, but I need to get back into this space. This is the stuff that I love to do. And I was doing some of this stuff when I was with him, you know, like right before I left. I started to introduce a lot of the media stuff that they were currently doing and what he was doing before I left. I introduced a lot of that stuff, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? I got to get back into this space. So back in 2017, you know, I had purchased my first microphone. There's this picture floating around online somewhere where it was when I first started podcasting. Like I was in my little 2-bedroom apartment over in North Buffalo. I had some old DJ equipment. I had like my old Serato box. I had some old turntables. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Just hooking stuff up together, and the shit was terrible, bro. It was trash. But I just loved the process of actually creating, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try to do this thing. So I invested. It wasn't even real investment. I spent like $60 on my first microphone.
That's investment.
And you know, I had put it out there like, yo, this is the dawn of a new day. I remember that post I put out. You know what I mean? I had like the big boom arm with that little $60 microphone, and it looked good, but it just sounded trash. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this thing. And, you know, I started to, you know, get into consulting. You know, one of my first consulting contracts is actually with the company that I work for right now, Say Yes Buffalo. They had came to me when I was still working in the mayor's office, and they was like, yo, we need to find somebody who does, you know, similar to the work that you're doing with the mayor. We need somebody to do that for us. And I was just like, yo, nah, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first consulting contract. And I had introduced, they had this new initiative called Breaking Barriers. It was their Boys and Men of Color initiative that was just launching, right? And I was like, all right, they wanted me to come on to help consult with them with this program. And I was just like, let's start a podcast with this thing. You know what I mean? So that was like kind of like my first real experience with the podcast. That was 2018. And, you know, all the little money that I kept getting from these little contracts and stuff, I just kept reinvesting it back into the business, back into the business. Everything that you see in this studio now, like, you know, I pay for literally every single aspect of this studio. You know what I'm saying? I spent, you know, almost a good 6 figures, like trying to put this thing together. You know what I mean? And it was just me just taking all the money that I was getting and just reinvesting it back into it. I thought I wanted to be, you know, the one behind the mic, you know, in front of the camera and all of that. But I realized I was better doing what I'm doing now, where I'm amplifying other people like y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, so I was like, you know what? I still got my little thing on the side, my little podcast that I do on the side. But my main thing is just like making sure that y'all look good, making sure all my clients look good. And since then, man, we have exploded. You know what I mean? This year is actually our 5-year anniversary for the company. And since we started, we've produced well
Say your
over
company's name.
Pod Hub Plus, right? So it started out as the Pod Hub. That was the studio space. Pod Hub Plus is the evolution of everything that we got going on. So it includes like the podcast advertising. It includes building campaigns for clients and things like that, working with corporate clients in this podcasting space. You know what I mean? And again, we got something very exciting that we're about to launch next month, and I'll talk to y'all about that off camera, but because I ain't ready to announce it to the world yet. But And yeah, man, we just been growing this thing. We well over 1,000 episodes through all the clients that we've produced for. We produce all over the country. Done stuff. We've done stuff in other countries as well.
Yeah.
In this podcasting space. You know what I mean? So, man, I'm just I'm living my dream right now, bro. I'm literally living my dream right now, and I make good money doing it. You know what I mean? And it's only up from here, man. Like, I got connected with some really dope folks in the industry. Some really high profile people in the industry as well. And like I said, it's just up from here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure, man. I'm happy that we could be a part of the growth, man. A part of this journey, man. For sure, man. It's been a blessing.
Sure.
Word,
Absolutely.
man. So yeah, so hopefully y'all can get a better understanding of who we are and why we do this and what got us here. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people sometimes be like, man, y'all be talking about music well, I talk music because I can talk it. You know what I'm saying? I did it on the level. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really been a braggadocious type of person, like about things I've done. A lot of people just sit there and just talk about themselves all day. And I'm like, if you know me, then you know. But a lot of times, I don't just sit there and just spew it out to everybody. Yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm not one of them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you know me, then you know. Say if you don't, hey, But me and Matt, we kind of created this platform because we wanted to tell our story. And that's where it kind of started from. We really wanted people to, a lot of people saw us doing, knew I did music, but they didn't know to what level.
Right.
Because I was, I was behind the scenes. I wasn't, I wasn't Chris Brown. I wasn't Omarion. I was behind the scenes, moving and shaking and doing what I did. So, and just to show people that, there's a space in that too. Writing songs, producing songs, and honestly, that's where the money at. That's where the real money at. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. So, and then there's other things you could do. Like, you can be a manager. You can be an executive. You don't just always have to be the one on stage, shucking and jiving and two-stepping. You know what I mean? There's other things you can do inside that musical space. So, that's why, we really wanted to, do this podcast originally. And then it turns into just, wanting to put the town on, man. And, because it's like, when we was coming up, we had so many different outlets as far as talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Unity Day, you know what I'm saying, that BLK used to do. And then we had the Armory used to have, different talent shows and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, they would do. And just like local high schools would do talent shows and stuff like that. It's like, now I don't really see.
It's not like that anymore.
I don't really see it. So,
at all, bro.
Yeah, so it's like,
because they can go right online.
Yeah. So I wanted to create a space where people could come up here and let people know, you know what I'm saying, what they do, business-wise, music-wise. Like I say all the time, if your daughter got a lemonade stand, tell her, come, you know what I'm saying, come, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, just a dope space that people could come up here and, shed some light on the town, man. Because there's a lot of people that don't really have an outlet to really showcase what they do. And it's a lot of dope people, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of dope things, you know what I'm saying, art, you know what I'm saying, business and all kinds of things, man. We want to talk to you, man. So, that's what this space turned into, you know what I'm saying, just a space where we can just kick it and of course, laugh and joke about current events and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, just a fun time, man. And what's been dope is that, people come up here and then at the end of the episode or whatever, they be like, yo, man, it was a vibe, man. I had such a good time, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel good, like we creating that kind of environment for people to feel that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So lets me know that we doing the right thing, man. So
people can stop saying your little podcast or whatever.
Yeah, little podcast and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? All that hate and stuff they doing. Word. Yeah. So man, let's get into some of these topics, man.
Let's get into it.
First, I remember you said you want to talk about Jamal Bryant's wife, right? About the dress.
Yeah, so I'm glad that it's dying down now online. But you know what happened?
Of course I do.
Okay. So what did y'all feel about her dress? Did y'all feel like it was inappropriate because she's first lady?
No.
No?
I'm going to tell you why I didn't. Okay. When I first seen it initially, I thought that it was see-through. When I seen it was padded, she was fine. It was a ball. Galen, she was there. She was with her husband. Her husband liked it. She is nobody else's wife. If you don't got a problem, why do y'all care? Like, it was just too much. Now you got people rebuking them, come to the church saying they're going ahead. I'm like, come on, bro. But I don't see none of y'all at these Catholic preachers. No, that's a whole other. Anyway, so yeah, I thought she looked gorgeous, man. And her husband was with it. Like, who else do she need approval?
Then he said he bought the dress, didn't he?
He bought it.
He bought the damn dress.
That means I bought a wife that I want to look at for me. Is he wrong? You got a wife? So if I bought and somebody talking about your wife, what you gonna say?
Yo,
hey, bro,
yeah, you gotta fall back.
you gotta
Sure.
fall back. Now, if it was see through, we could see her vagina and her nipples and.
I don't think he would have let her come outside like that.
Exactly.
That's it. Conversation over. He wouldn't have let her come outside like that.
Yeah,
that's it.
People just always got to find a reason, you know. I mean, it's like it's selective outrage sometimes. I mean, it's so many other like real issues, you know what I'm saying, that we dealing with and shit. And y'all, this is the hill y'all want to die on. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard the one pastor talking about like, yo, he got up and really said that like she looked like a $2 hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
bruh.
I'm like,
been
bro,
at your church, bro.
like if I,
that would have been my last time at your church.
Yeah, and I would probably have to pull up at the church and smack the shit out of this dude.
Yeah,
pastor or no pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna talk about my wife like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
$1 million hoe.
I mean, you know. I agree with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just to play devil's advocate a little bit, you know what I'm saying, because we podding. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, if you know, the husband is with it, you know what I'm saying, if they had a gala, whatever the case may be, cool. I also, it's just, you know, when you're that, you know, when you're a pastor and you're a pastor's wife, I just feel like this, and I'll just say this, you're held to a different kind of standard. I mean, it just is what it is. So you have to be. I just say you have to be careful. I'm not saying it's wrong but it. Go ahead.
So if the first lady is at a non-first lady event, she has to be modest everywhere she goes because she's first lady.
I mean, I just feel like it's no matter what, you can't turn off what you represent. Yeah. You can't turn it off. Once you saying like I represent this is what you represent.
She married a pastor. Right. She married a pastor.
Facts. Facts.
Right?
Yeah. So that comes with a certain kind of responsibility, Sean.
It comes with responsibility.
It do.
Morally.
Tell Donald Trump that.
Religiously. Not wearing a dress that she's fully covered from,
but it's giving off the image. But it's giving off the image that she wasn't fully covered.
It's not giving up. Your brain is telling you that it's giving you.
I think everybody. It's a flesh tone joint. So
there is a ton of dresses out there that.
When I first seen her, I thought she was naked. Then
that's what I'm saying.
Your first initial
was like you might see some coochie or
the moment
or a nipple or something, an areola or something might pop.
Once I see was bad, all right, she ain't come up naked.
And the tone of the dress wasn't even her real, you know, flesh tone
at all.
So you could tell the difference. But you
immediately. You're the way you know what I'm saying, your perspective is you're not a first lady, so you're probably not gonna see anything wrong with it because you like, I would wear that dress or whatever.
If she wear sneakers and a dress, somebody got something to say. Like people always got something.
People
to
always
say
got. But here's the thing, though.
If you a pastor or if you a first lady, they're not God. So why are they held up here as if they are God? Because
that's just what because they represent God, and
you represent God too.
I do, but not on that. Here's the thing, not on that level. But here's the thing: it's just like it's no difference. Like, okay, TD Jakes, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, people, you know, like even me, I'm like, okay, they said TD Jakes was at a Diddy party. Now
not just one Diddy party.
Not just one Diddy party, but some Diddy parties. So my thing is, yes, they are human, and no, they're not God, but it says biblically, it says be careful if you do choose to be a teacher, a pastor, because God holds you to a different standard, not just man.
Right. Absolutely.
God holds you to a different standard.
Right.
So it's like this: if you're a first lady and you're wearing a super sexy dress or whatever,
not twerking.
hold on, not twerking, but I'm just saying. you have to be careful because you can cause somebody, you know, it says you should never cause anybody to even want to lust or stumble. What you wear could do that. It can definitely
With
do
a
that.
body like that, she can be in full garb, honey, and they're gonna lust. Her body is nice.
Listen, I have.
She has an awesome
I'm not
shape.
saying she don't, Shawnee. I'm just saying we have to be careful once we step into certain positions and doing things because that's just what it is. You're held to a different standard, just like with us. When I say certain things on this platform, you check me and be like, Ty, you shouldn't have said that, or whatever case. A couple times you had to have Mel edit me. You know what I'm saying? Because I said something that might have been a little taken out of. I have to be careful. I have to be careful about certain things I say because it can offend somebody. It's not that wasn't my intention, but it doesn't matter. Once you do it, it doesn't matter what your intent was. If somebody gets offended, they just got offended. No matter if you felt like that was your intention or not. If you offended somebody, you did that.
So just like, remember you wore that shirt that showed your nipples?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
So was that that could have been offensive?
Wait a minute.
It could have been, but hold on though. Hold on. My nipples. It wasn't. It gave just what you said. It gave the illusion that my nipple was showing. It was a summer shirt, Shawnee, and it had, you know what I'm saying, it was like one of them, you know what I'm saying, cloth type joints, you know what I'm saying, listen.
Pause.
I started feeling myself. I was losing. I'm starting to lose some weight, and I can fit some things that I couldn't normally fit. So here we are. Okay. So I'm in a shirt that gives the illusion that my nips might be out. Okay. But hold on though, I'm not a pastor though, Shawnee. I could wear that.
But your father a pastor, so somebody could say you're the son of a pastor. You should walk a certain
Okay, but
too.
my D print wasn't showing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing that though.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying though.
Okay, but
it wasn't that deep though.
So let's go there.
Go ahead, let's go there.
Let's say that somebody is very healthy down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Girthy, and they wear a nice suit. But
their girth is showing.
But their girth is showing.
Yo, why do you gotta say it like that? Yo, you're a pervert, man. Why did your breath change when you said it though?
Yes.
You're focused on the wrong
why
thing.
Why are you talking like that? Because
No.
you're making it nasty. And I don't. First of all, you got me
Moving on from that
We're
part.
talking about somebody else's girth. It's already disgusting. I'm already pissed off about this conversation.
That's a you
I'm ready to
problem.
walk out.
Hey,
I'm just telling you how I feel. I want to tell Milton in the pod right now. Because you got me talking about another man's girth.
I don't.
But
I'm
whatever.
I'm just saying.
If another man's girth is showing what, Shawnee?
Let's say he got on a nice Versace suit, whatever kind of suit it is, and it's fitted in, but his package is, kind of there.
Okay.
And it's showing. He wouldn't have got that much backlash that she got over that dress.
That's not true.
Let's say it was a pastor.
That's not true.
He wouldn't have got that much backlash.
Kirk Franklin.
Come on, son. You read my mind. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. His suits that got tatted. He be spinning. He be twerking.
He twerking. He James Brown. He's shucking and jiving.
But the thing Kirk does,
thrusting.
no. But the thing Kirk does that's different is, first of all, he's not a pastor.
He's a
Second of all,
representative of God's
he's an
music.
entertainer in the gospel industry. So that's not a comparison.
Nah,
it's not a comparison.
Yes, it is, because Kirk Franklin's songs. Hold on.
Isn't he a
There's Kirk
pastor
Franklin's. He is,
No.
but he's not. He's not who have a church.
Okay,
Listen,
okay.
Kirk Franklin's music though has transcended time. He has brought people out to Christ. His message is Christ.
And that's all well and dandy,
Yeah,
but
so
he's not in the
another
pulpit.
standard. It's what
he's
you
not
say.
in the pulpit.
It don't matter. Powers of his word. It's people that
He's still a representative of the kingdom. He's still representing the kingdom, Shawnee. So where you
He's still
going?
representing the kingdom, but so did R. Kelly when they made "I Believe I
No,
Can
hell
Fly"
no.
as a church.
Don't do
How
that.
dare you?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sing that
R.
in
Kelly's
church.
music
Do that.
is based
They
on
made that
sex.
church song.
Don't do that.
So what? That's
They
not.
made that
Don't
church
do
song.
that.
That's just
Yeah.
like Kirk Franklin.
No,
made
R.
the
Kelly was
song.
Kirk
paying
Franklin
them
only makes
12-year-olds. Don't
gospel.
do that.
I'm not saying the
Come on,
person.
bro.
I'm just saying what he does.
Shine.
I'm not saying the person. I'm not comparing the people.
No.
You just did. You
No,
R.
I'm not
Kelly
comparing.
music
I'm just
is
saying-
based on, he's got R&B sexual music. He had a time in his life where he did gospel. That's cool. Kirk Franklin ain't never put out an R&B album of sex. Since he came
That's
into the
not what
music
I'm
industry.
saying.
Yeah.
What
so
are
just
you
'cause
saying?
Somebody can have a moment of something, that don't mean they are.
What you
based on
saying?
that.
What I'm saying is
Be
that
clear
Kirk
what
is
you're
not
saying.
on the same level as Jamal Bryant.
He's past Jamal to me. Because if Jamal Bryant came to Buffalo, if Jamal Bryant came to this library, some people would come. if Kirk Franklin showed up here, we couldn't even get in here.
Because Kirk Franklin's an entertainer. That is my exact point.
And what is his message about?
Because New Birth be popping, okay? So let's not.
But it's not all course Jamal. He had big pastors who laid the foundation before him. He walked into it. When Kirk came out, they hated Kirk in the church.
That pastor before him was not the greatest, let's be honest.
Yes, but he had a big name.
But it wasn't the greatest.
Let's not get too off topic here.
It wasn't the greatest.
Let's stick to the dress.
So I'm just saying, Kirk Franklin's outfits can be excused because at the end of the day, he's an entertainer. He's flipping and twirling and
he be twerking
and pelvic thrusting and all that.
All the things. He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer at the end of the day.
But it's what
he's not.
He's not just an entertainer.
Just because his stuff is tight,
Shawnee,
this is
he's not girthy.
Okay.
So he's.
How do you know? You looking at his girth?
Whoa,
you're disgusting.
He's not girthy. So he's not going to.
You are absolutely.
He's not.
You're
going
a pedophile.
To receive backlash.
You're pedophilic, man. You're just watching people's girth out here. I'm just saying you straight.
That's why he got a GED at Bennett Night School.
No,
because he don't know the difference.
Listen, I don't like what you're saying right now. You're judging. You say he's not girthy
because y'all not.
How do you know this?
No, I get what you're saying.
He's not gonna get the same backlash as
he gets worse.
The men are not gonna get the same backlash. Do you know how long that dress trended online for nothing?
Kirk Franklin, they don't even.
Unfortunately, Shawnee, we live in a world where if you were to go out and smash 30 people, you're in hole.
Right.
But if Mir Shah went out, or you know what I'm saying, Mill went out and smashed 30, solidarity.
Right.
That's just the world we live in. When women do stuff, it's nasty work compared to what. Man, we just live in that kind of world. I'm not saying it's right.
Kirk Franklin and R. Kelly is not the same.
Yeah, it's just that's just the world we live in. I'm not saying it's fair.
It's not entertainment.
You said R. Kelly had a song, "I'll Be Like a Fly." Yeah, but
in church.
But Kurt's whole message is God. No matter every song.
And just because he wears small pants don't mean he ain't of God.
Wearing tight pants and Turkle spit on stage, it's like it's a standard you have.
He's an entertainer.
Kurt wasn't even doing that when he first came out.
That's real. If you watch footage, because a video just resurfaced of a young Kirk Franklin, I think he might have been on the Apollo stage,
right?
And he was talking. He was like preaching, like you could just tell where he was in God in that space before the industry and before you know what I'm saying he taking this route now. Because now if you look at even the podcast he do, it's confusing. It's like, Kurt, you're on a podcast and you're talking.
Like this podcast.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
But you don't see the wrong in that. It's because
you talking about the podcast when he invite the brothers to his show to talk.
Listen,
I like it.
It would be a cool podcast if it was me or Shot hosting it or Mill hosting it.
Why can't he do that?
I'm gonna tell you why. If you let me finish. Thank you. Are you gonna let me finish?
Yeah, go
Thank you. It's a new year. You're still cutting people off. All right, here we go. Now listen here, sugar. Now listen. Now, but on the real though. The Bible says when you're a man of God, you're supposed to be what, Shai? Set apart. We're supposed to be set apart from the world. We're supposed to look different. We're supposed to be a peculiar people. People supposed to know what you represent. So if you're in a podcast as a man of God, a representative of Christ. Now, it could be cool if you're doing this podcast to have a moment where you can minister to these people, to pour some God into them, to show people where you at and pull them your way. I can understand that. But you're on a platform now, you get to cussing, you get to talking about, Cass is talking about how they talking about how Game was on talking about how he be smashing bras and watching porn.
That was actually a good episode.
Of course you would think so.
You didn't listen to the totality.
I did listen to it.
That was a good episode because they were talking about their childhood.
I get all that, Shawnee, but where is God at? On the pot, where is he at?
God is where he
Where is he? But this is my point though. For you to be a man of God and there's no God on the pot, what are we doing?
Does he have to talk about God all the time?
Yes.
No, he does not.
Yes. So let me say this though.
No, he does not.
Hold on.
Yes, he does.
So let me say this.
Does.
And I don't like people who throw scriptures every 6 minutes to make it fit their narrative. Like,
well, Shawnee,
if people don't
do you read the Bible? Do you read the Bible? So what does God say? What does God say we're supposed to do? We're supposed to take opportunity.
Hold on, y'all, before y'all go down that road.
People
throw scriptures
to fit their
y'all go down that road,
time.
y'all about to go Tory left. I want to say, I just want to answer that.
Go ahead.
Shawnee, NLE Chopper is a newer trap rapper, right? I've seen interviews from this young man. This man ain't never talked about God, but when he got on there with Kurt, he talked about God. That's what I'm saying.
I seen
their standard is to them, Kurt is representative of God.
Yeah,
that's why all their content is God. They don't say this nowhere else. I see battle rappers.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He sets that he's a standard to them. That's why they feel
know
comfortable
that coming in already.
Right.
Every topic don't have to be God.
They didn't say Kurt's an entertainer. They said that's a man of God. So I'm gonna speak my negative.
That's my point.
That's not entertainment.
Okay. Everything that is happening on that podcast doesn't have to be like, whoa, God. They're talking about real life stuff.
Shawnee,
I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is,
I'm not saying.
I'm going back to the point
he's
before
a
that.
Man of God. He's going to display
you said that Kurt was an entertainer. No, he's a man of God who can entertain through music. So, but when they see Kurt Franklin, when they had moments in there of vulnerability that some of the men they never had, because Kurt is a man of God, so they feel they can speak to him in a way because he can understand them.
Exactly.
But he knows God.
Exactly.
It's not like Kurt entertainment. It's like, no, you got to connect to a God that I don't.
I'm not talking about an entertainer like Michael Jackson. He's in the gospel
let me just interject here.
Industry, just like Yolanda.
Hey guys, let me interject here.
That's all I'm saying.
Can I interject, guys?
But he represents God. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yo, let me just say this,
you said R. Kelly, and you used R. Kelly and Kurt.
Going back to R. Kelly because you missed the point. I was talking about the song, and y'all talking about him twerking and everything.
Yo, can I talk?
He's in the gospel.
Can I talk?
He's in the gospel entertainment industry.
But his message
and
is
he's
not
winning
that.
awards being an entertainer in the gospel industry. Then what the fuck is he? He's a gospel entertainer.
But he's first gospel. He's an entertainer second. So when they come into the room,
how you put it in order. I'm Shiny, last name Smith.
Don't matter.
I can be
It's what
Smith,
you represent, what you do.
Shiny.
No one's gonna
Smith.
see Rock and say Rock is the best basketball player ever. He's a singer. He has awards for it. So when he walks into a room and they know they're gonna expect him to be the sing. Rock is a singer. They ain't gonna say he's the construction man who owns Fire Downtown. He's known for singing. So I'm gonna talk to him about singing music because that's what you do.
Mel, I've been trying to talk for the last 5 minutes.
I'm just saying.
Can I get in?
If Rock is a songwriter first and then singer second, doesn't matter if he's
they talking about Rock like I'm not here, Bill.
Okay,
songwriter, yeah, but he's still song, but the content. Kurt content is not like that.
No.
It's gospel. That's all I'm saying.
Time out.
So the point I'm just trying to make, Shawnee, is that no. Kurt doesn't have to get on his podcast and say God. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But when, like he said, when what's it? You said Emily Chopper?
Yeah.
Okay. When cats like there, when cats like that be talking about God, now here's a perfect space because he was talking and Kurt. It was a prime example, a prime time where Kurt could have gave him some real. And he still was confused. It's like, Kurt, this is your time. This guy is obviously he's searching for something. You could have gave it to him and you didn't.
Okay.
And it's like, for me, I just feel like this. If you are a man of God and you have a platform, God needs to somehow be in the midst of a section. You got to take time because as a Christian, our job is to spread the gospel, Shawnee, to everyone that we come in contact with. We need to share. Because especially when you, as a man of God, as a you can look in people's conversation and talk and see where they at mentally if they're lost. By the conversation. A lot of these conversations on this podcast is straight crazy. And it's like, yo, here's the time, Kirk, for you to represent what you are. You just going right in the field with them, talking like them. It's like, yo, you're supposed to be set apart. That's your job. Once you're called out of the darkness, you are to be a light. That's why I said, you don't have to accept the call. But once you accept the call, you gotta do your job.
Gotta do it.
That's it. You have to do your job once God calls you. That's why he said, many are called, but chosen are few. And this thing, the reason chosen are few is because a lot of people aren't gonna do what they need to do to step to the call. Right. Only a few is really going, and that's why they say the narrow is the way when you walk into God and few find it. It's not that more people can't find it. People aren't willing to do the thing to find the narrow way to walk.
Right.
That part.
We got to do it. Because God says this is what we need to do. It's not about what Ty thinks. It's not about what Shy thinks. It's not about what Shawnee thinks. It's like, yo, God said this is what you're supposed to do, so do it. That's what obedience is.
Okay, so
Better than sacrifice.
That's just it.
So this is my thing.
Go ahead.
If you know someone doesn't have the same walk as you, right? Are you going to Jesus God him to death so that he gets turned off by...
No.
So why is it that Kirk has to do that on his...
Did you hear me? I said he don't have to
did.
Jesus God, but
you said give NLE Chopper
because he was
something.
Because he was
listening.
He was
But
vulnerable.
he was vulnerable,
listening.
and he was saying a lot of things that was incorrect.
He was.
Now it's time you, Kirk, being a wiser man of God, being under the having the tutelage that you have. Now this is his prime example for you to guide this young man in the way he should go, so he's not confused anymore. But you didn't do that. That's all I'm saying.
He didn't do that on camera. We don't know
Maybe,
what happened.
But you need to do it. You need to do it on camera. That's the platform is for.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that episode. I'll give you that. Because we don't know what he did, outside of that. And he could have corrected him on camera.
Here's the thing. If the Bible tells you that you should stay away from coarse joking, if the Bible tells you how you supposed to carry yourself as a Christian man,
the Bible says you shouldn't eat seafood. Like, okay, come on.
Who says that though? Who says that though?
Are we gonna pick and choose what we're going to?
Shawnee,
don't eat swine. Don't eat. Are we gonna pick and choose what's gonna make you? What's gonna give you your ticket to go to heaven?
We talking about obedience in the way you're supposed to live your life.
So that's not obedience.
Listen,
But you shouldn't eat it, and your mixed linens, and your.
I gotta refresh myself on eating seafood and this, that, and the third. All I do know is this: God says once He takes you out of that darkness and He awakens you, now it's your duty to enlighten other people. Now, however you choose, in this thing too, everybody got to work at their own salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I'm saying? That's something that. I can't walk that walk for you. You can't walk that walk for me. My mama can't walk that walk for me. This is something that Ty Robinson has to do on his own. Right. Shawnee Smith got to do on her own. Shy got to do what he got to do. Mill got to. We all got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. But the thing is, once you open that book and God talks to you, and what I read, God says very clear how I'm supposed to conduct myself. Now, yes, we're human beings. Of course, we're gonna fall short, Shawnee. We're gonna sin. We're gonna fall short, but. It's about how we conduct ourselves after the fall,
every time,
after the sin. Do we keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again?
Of course we do.
That's what I'm getting at.
Go ahead.
Growth, though.
That I'm telling you that I'm agreeing. That's what I'm getting at. Do you keep doing it over and over and over and over?
No.
Yes, you do.
What do we do over and over and over again? Let's talk. I'm an open book. Let's kick it. Let's talk. What do we do over and over again? Let's talk. I don't do the same thing over and over and over again. This is my thing.
You just said you chased a vagina in high school.
I did. I'm not chasing vagina now. I'm not chasing vagina now.
So it comes to you.
Hey,
Shawnee,
definitely does.
I'm an attractive man. Okay? I get vagina thrown on me on a daily basis.
Oh, wow.
But I don't chase VG.
Okay, just because you don't chase it, you get it, and whatever you do with it is your business, right? But it's happening over and over and over and over.
What's happening over and over again? Are you acquiring that I'm having sex over and over again? Is that what you're doing? You're in my bedroom now?
I'm not. God, no, I'm not.
Are you in my bedroom? Are you in the camera in my room right now?
No.
What I'm saying is this, Shawnee. Even if I struggle with something, let's say I do struggle in the area, right?
Okay.
There's scripture about what you're supposed to do when you struggle in the area, right? Mm-hmm. We all. You got some people that have a drug addiction, Shawnee.
Yes.
Some people have a porn addiction, Shawnee. Some people are stricken with strongholds on their life.
Yes.
The Bible also it tells us clearly how we get out of those things, right?
Yes.
Turn down our plate. You know what I'm saying? Certain things in our life that's only going to be broken through prayer and fasting.
Right. And so my point is, why do y'all keep placing this man?
Who? What man did you talking about?
Kirk.
How did we get hits from a dress?
In this segment, in what we talking about here in his podcast.
What I'm saying is this, Shawnee. Kurt says he's a man of God, right?
I believe he's a man of
Okay.
God, and I watched his show,
Shawnee.
and I like the way he
Shawnee,
speaks
all I'm saying is God
humanly
says
and genuinely to
exactly
his
because
guests.
you want to know what, Shawnee, you are not a pastor. You're not a first lady. You're a.
Oh, don't at all.
No, hold on.
Okay,
You're
like
a
it
human
can't
being.
happen, sir.
Listen, you're a human being. I'm not saying you and I believe you believe in God, but you are still on your journey figuring it out. But what I'm trying
I'm
to
not
say,
figuring out nothing.
okay, well, however,
Me and God are good.
Good. All right. What I'm trying to tell you is Kirk being in the position that he's in, he's held to a higher standard. It's because he chose to do that. That's what he chose to say and do.
But
this
why,
is what he
what
represents.
makes him not being that same person because he's not
because
talking
a lot
of
of these
Bible
artists,
verses on his podcast.
Because this. Listen, Kirk was a different Kirk in the beginning compared to who he is now. His actions and things he does, it looks just like the world. It's not set apart to me. It's like it's like I'm doing a song with Glorilla. But do you hear what Glorilla be talking about in her? Why are you doing a song with Glorilla? Make it make sense. How does those two worlds mix? They don't. They don't mix.
So he shouldn't have did the song.
Hell no. Absolutely not. That's like Jay Moss going to do a song with Sexy Red. Do it make sense? Do it make any sense? Her booty hole brown and he talking about the cross. How does that make sense? How are we making that make sense? It don't. And that's why God says, yo, in the end times, it's gonna be just like the days of Noah.
So you saying it don't make sense?
It's gonna look very confusing. It's confusing to the eye for me to look at Kirk Franklin and then hear Glorilla talking about how she's sucking pipe and getting piped down and this, that, and the third.
You said wherever he goes, he's supposed to be talking about God.
Cross.
So why now?
What cross he going to?
So why now when he on Glorilla song, it don't make sense?
Say that again.
You said wherever he go, he's supposed to be God.
Yeah.
So when he's
God. Why am I in the studio with Glorilla?
When he's talking
Why am I there?
When he's
why
talking
am I in the studio with Yolanda Adams?
When he's talking to
Why am I in the studio with Mary?
When he's
why am I not in the studio with the people that do what I do? Why
when
am
he's
I
talking to Glorilla's fans, he's talking about God.
Stop it, Shawnee. Stop it. So on song 12, we're talking about getting to the cross, but all the way before 12,
you just
I
said
got
he was
piped by
supposed to talk about God all the time because he's a man of
I
God.
done sucked, I done swallowed, I done spit, I done did all of this. By song 12, I'm praising the Lord. If you don't stop this foolishness right now, you pissing me off.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Because you know better.
I don't particularly like the song.
Because you know better.
I like Glorilla though, but I don't like.
ratchet.
But I don't like that song.
Because you're ratchet.
I'm not ratchet.
You're not?
I don't listen to today's music, but I like her.
Glorilla is today's music.
Shot.
I know.
You said she be contradicting.
I don't
listen to today's music, but I like Glorilla.
I'm not a fan of all of the things today.
You like Chris Brown?
Love.
You like Mario?
Love.
All right, so you like today's music. Shut up.
They're not. No.
Shut up.
I'm talking about
Stop
this
it.
new. I'm
You
talking
like
about
Cardi
this
B?
new. Oh, yeah.
Oh my, come on.
Why are we talking right now?
And My Drama is a really good album.
Yo, and this is why I said what I said earlier. You're
I'm
nuts.
not gonna lie to this.
Because
I like
you say
Cardi,
something, you don't think about
and
what
I
you
like
said before you
Glorilla,
say
but
it.
I don't like all this like Sexy Red, all that.
But you like Glorilla.
Get in here. What's that? Get it.
So do you like Megan Thee Stallion?
No,
Why not?
I don't like her music.
But you like Cardi B.
Love.
They all said
Yeah.
the same thing in different ways.
Yo, I'm lost. I'm confused.
I like you.
I'm
Did you
so
listen to
befuddled,
Pretty and
beloved.
Petty?
I am
I
befuddled,
listen to
beloved.
Pretty and Petty every morning when I wake up.
Yes.
Yeah. God
That's
bless
a
your heart.
good
I'm gonna pray for you.
song.
I'm gonna pray for you.
You should.
That's why you like Kirk Franklin and all these backsliding pastors and gospel singers.
Because I don't judge people. Okay.
I'm not judging them either. I'm just telling you what the
people.
word
I
say.
don't judge people, and I don't put
But
people
you
on
should
pedestals.
judge. God says you're
I'm
supposed
not-
to test
no.
people's spirits by
the Spirit.
By the Spirit.
That's what he said.
And
Now you- now you-
Cardi has a good spirit. That is a good lady.
Because she do the stuff you do in the dark.
No, hell no.
said Cardi's a good lady.
She's a nice lady.
How you know?
Never met her.
You went to
Don't know
school with
nothing
her?
about
She went to PA?
She didn't.
They do lie and rap stuff.
She went to PA.
She didn't go to PA.
All right.
However,
listen,
she's a nice
yo,
lady.
at some point in time, you're going to do something to piss me off on this podcast.
time.
That's
And
a you problem. It's a you problem.
2026. You still you said you
when you go to therapy, then maybe you'll understand
Please leave your comments
that
in
I'm
the
right all
comments.
the
All right,
time.
Thank you.
Listen, We're at the end of another one. Thank God. We're at the end of another one. you ticking me off. All right. It's a shirt. It's a shirt. It's the nails.
Problem.
It's the socks coordinating with the shirt.
It's a you problem.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, tylamar.com, where you can get tapped into my music and everything I got going on. That's where I'm at. Where you at, Shot?
DJ King Shy, Instagram. I am dropping a few albums this year, so I'm putting music out too.
Am I on anything?
Pause. You got pause, but you gotta be.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. Mm-hmm. I don't like my demeanor today.
You was cool with it, but you can't let Shiny Spirit.
All right, yo, where you at, man?
Gotta be cool.
Where you at? Besides a whack nail tech, where you at?
Haters gonna hate.
Who did that?
The whack.
Shout her out. Shout her out. Who did your nails?
Haters gonna hate.
Who did your nails? What's her name?
Her name is Amy.
I don't want nobody else go to Amy.
Yo, nobody else go to Amy is crazy.
Where Amy do her thing at? Nah, for real. No, shout out. No, it's a good job. It's a good job. Even though I don't like the artwork, but it's a good job though. I don't like the bills, but they're pretty nice though. I'm sorry,
You can
Amy.
find me at Shiny2I10 on Instagram and our Instagram page at TheVisionPodcast 24.
Where you at, Mil?
Jamil Cruz on Instagram, PodHub Plus on Instagram, cruisecontrolmedia.com, podhubplus.com, all spelled out.
That's where we at. Peace until next time.
Nah,